All right, so we're gonna talk you through the 3 things that you're gonna need to consider when you're installing the Infinity Shower or about to purchase one. The first one's gonna be what type of water heater you have. That'll determine whether you're using our Scout or our Summit model. Next one's gonna be, will you have space to install the system? There's a couple different options you can do for installation. And then third is, how is your drain set up? You are gonna need access to the drain, and we'll talk about that. First, let's talk about your water heater. So if you have a tanked water heater, you're going to want our Summit version. This version has a built-in heat exchanger that's actually gonna take heat from your water heater and then heat up the Infinity Shower water. This is really great. It's very simple to plumb and fits in a variety of retrofits and existing plumbing infrastructure. Now, if you have a hydronic heating system or an instant water heater, such as a propane tankless, we recommend going with the Scout. Now, the Scout version is going to tee into that hydronic line and or to your instant propane water heater, and that's gonna heat up the water. The Scout itself does not have a heater in it. Rather, it's gonna rely on another heater to heat up the water. For the Scout, if you're using a hydronic system, you are going to be installing a thermostatic mixing valve and a heat exchanger. This is where the glycol lines would go in, so that is one thing to consider. You're gonna be teeing in this heat exchanger and this thermostatic mixing valve into the glycol lines that are serving your hydronic system. Second thing is space. So our system's pretty compact. Our Scout unit is only 9 by 9 by 5 1/4 inches deep, and the Summit is gonna be 13.5 by 10 by 5 1/4. So when it comes down to space, there's a lot of different places you could install this, and I'll show you that next. So this is our Scout version, and you can see that it would easily fit right inside of here. And actually, the Summit can also fit in that same space. You could also mount the Summit in the back of a cabinet underneath this kitchen sink. You're also gonna wanna consider where you're gonna mount the UV sterilizer and the Micron filter. Now this could be mounted on either side. It could be over here, could be over here. It could even be up and above it. But we do wanna make sure this is installed in an accessible location because about once a week, you're gonna need to have access to this filter to clean it. As far as other considerations, you want to install the core and the filters within 10 feet of the shower drain. So the last thing is we don't want anything to be above 36 inches in height above the shower pan. So if you mount the core and the filters up here, you often could have difficulty priming the lines, and it would also just have a lower pressure shower. So we want to keep everything, below 36 inches in height. Okay, so when it comes to the drain, there's a few considerations. Most systems are going to have a shower pan that then is gravity fed down to your gray tank. But in some situations, people will use a sump pump or a gulper pump to pump the water uphill to your gray tank. So this would be your gulper pump. And then if you had a gravity-fed drain, we're gonna be installing this. This is our drain diverter valve. It measures around 8 inches long, and it's about 4 inches in height. So if you're going to install your shower pan elevated, you would wanna leave it at least 4 inches in height to fit this underneath. Now, this can be pretty challenging because sometimes you don't have access to the drain. We recommend using a 1-inch braided PVC hose, but you could also use adapters. Rather than using these barbed fittings, you could go back up to a solid PVC pipe of the diameter of your choosing. This drain diverter valve is gonna be installed in your gravity-fed drain, and when this closes, then the water is gonna get pulled from this side back up and through the filters. So if you have a sump pump fed drain, what's gonna happen is water is gonna go from your shower drain, connect to the sump pump, and then it's gonna get pumped uphill to your gray tank. We have a solution for that. What we simply do is we're going to add this T upstream of the sump pump. So it'd be like this. Water's gonna come down the drain, enter the sump pump, and then it gets pumped from this end uphill to your gray tank. We are going to include a relay for you that will automatically turn off the sump pump when we're in infinity mode. When that happens, the water is going to back up and we're going to pull from this port right here. So this way you can enter infinity mode and have the exact same functionality as our drain diverter valve, just in a different way to do it. So that's it, guys. We got 3 things to consider. You have what type of water heater do you have, and that'll determine whether you're using the Scout or the Summit. Do you have enough space to install the system? And lastly, do you have access to the drain? I'm sure you'll have more questions, but this is a great start.